Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
How can you overlook a player who has a name like this guy, Xavi Simons? He plays on either wing or as a false nine. He's quick, he's versatile, he's hard-working, he's coachable. They all say he has a great footballing IQ. And he's one of those catch-me-if-you-can types.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Højlund. Played out to the left flank. Back into the middle. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Knocks it into space. Fernandes. Rijkaard. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Looking for options for movement. Chonburi controlling the possession in this early phase. He is through here. Fernandes. Chance! He scored! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Neymar. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Højlund. Oh, nicely intercepted. Milan look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Alexander-Arnold. Xavi Simons, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Can he get on the end of this? Azar with the delivery.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Back in once. Decent chance! Højlund does well to get it back. Nicely weighted ball. Ball driven towards the far post. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Out for a throw. Out again for a throw-in. Camavinga. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Short changes him with that pass. Yep, it's a corner. Chonburi with the corner, there first. Cannavaro with the clearance. And it's Azar. Now it's Camavinga. Oh, well played, well played. Conte. And Alexander-Arnold. Played back. And that has been cleared. Fernandes. And it's made its way to him. Camavinga. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Pass is just off target. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. And he's managed to get rid. Baresi. This is Van Nistelrooy.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Chonburi can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Could move up a gear here. Looking to play him in. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Conte. And it's Neymar. Camavinga. Camavinga was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Knocks it into space. Akanji deals with that comfortably.
Added time.
Hazard can see things others simply cannot. And there is the half-time whistle. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Chonburi have made the crucial breakthrough and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. And the game has already resumed here. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Well, that's a dangerous ball. Camavinga, Messi. And now the breakaway. Van Nistelrooy. Kante receives it in a wide position. And he can clear it away. And they've been given a corner. It's their second corner of the game. Keeper's dealt with that. And he shoots! Takes a shot! He is desperate to get on the score sheet. But not this time.
Milan really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
And it's Messi. Cannavaro cuts it out. Can he spark a counter here? Van Nistelrooy. Good ball over the top. And that should get the job done. That pass isn't the best. Messi. Chonburi just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Hazard. And it's Ricci. And Alexander-Arnold. Now Ricci. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Can he get it through? Not the most accurate pass. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for...
He gets big! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Ricci is there, and he can pick it up. Looking for the run. Højlund. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Neymar. So what can they make of this? It's played through for him. Alexander-Arnold tries to clear. Played back in.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Alexander-Arnold spots it and intercepts. Messi. Milan looking to pass their way through. Neatly clipped into space. Donnarumma claims comfortable. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Aimed beyond the defence. Ricci. Great vision. Camavinga. And it's Fernandes. Tries to pass it through. He has a look up.
Milan really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And the counter is on. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And here's Højlund. Now it's Hazard. Now it's Fernandes. And smartly reclaimed. Camavinga. Chonburi leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. A probing pass. Oh, he's just misjudged that one.
Substitutions taking place.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. That has ended up in no man's land. Mbappe. And here's Kane. Chiesa. And the shot! He should have put that one away.
Chiesa has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
Chonburi have their second corner now. Tries to get it clear. Chiesa!
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Threads one in. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Desperate defending required here. Defending of the desperate variety. Chonburi are looking to go forward now. Cannavaro. I think we're just about done here.
2 minutes has been indicated.
Valverde. That is good alertness. Robertson. And here's Rosicki. Fernando Torres. And he's made sure that's not getting... So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Fernandes taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. After all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
And there's a lot more to read into this game than just the scoreline.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And already we're underway here. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Casemiro. He gives them some real defensive steel in the middle of the park, Peter. What he's particularly good at is nipping opposition attacks in the bud and preventing them from getting any real momentum going. He's also a bit of a shooting threat from long range too, so opposing defences will have to beware of that, and very much so.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Bale. Back towards the middle. Passing is crisp and sharp. Fernandez. Nicely weighted ball. That is a great pick out. Goes for a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Højlund clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Chonburi with the corner. There first. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Camavinga did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Looking for options for movement. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Chonburi clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Hakimi. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. And Kusanov. Possession football, Jim. We're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Valverde. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. He's in plenty of space here.
Well, they were never going to allow him to receive that. Such close attention.
Hakimi. Pressing high and with purpose. Ødegaard. Hakimi. He's going to be disappointed with that. Valverde. Hakimi. Now it's Bale. Nice sequence of passes this. Played out to the right. And it's Ødegaard. Gehi attempts a clearance. Hakimi cuts it out. Ødegaard. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Ødegaard. And Kusanov. Hakimi. And it's Ødegaard. Now Ødegaard. He's in space and looking for options. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Now it's Højlund. And he was quick to react. And he's picked out the run. Oh, he's been caught napping. Shoots! Really well taken goal. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. And it's Hakimi. Odegaard. Bale. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's got tall! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Benzema actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Chiesa. Half-time getting close now. Chiesa. Now it's Simons. Now it's Højlund. And this is Hazard. Hakimi cuts out the pass. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Chonburi have their second corner now. And it's Camavinga. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
There will be 1 minute.
Well, he
added
certainly
time.
wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Hakimi.
Chonburi have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
And it's Hakimi. Hakimi, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Oh, that's fabulous. Hakimi. Bale.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Bale. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Chonburi have it back and can go again.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Kusanov. And it's Casemiro. Now Odegaard. Valverde. Madrid looking to pass their way through. That has ended up in no man's land. Bartesaghi.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. Xavi Simons unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
The attendance for this match was
Odegaard.
29,514.
It's a really well-measured ball. And it's Hazard. Now it's Hazard. He's got away. And here's Højlund. Tries a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. In towards the back stick. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And he's running through. Shot a goal! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
substitution on the field. Number
Corner
19.
number 3 coming up.
Hoyland. Number 18. Chiesa. Number 9. Hazard. Number 22. Xavi Simons. Number 33. Coming on the field.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Kane. Number 21.
And he's away.
Doku.
A
Number
deeply
11.
frustrating game so far.
Mbappe.
Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0.
Neymar.
Big chance!
Number 15. Kukurea.
Odegaard. And it's Benzema. Shifted it to the flank. Engages and forces him off the ball. Deftly away. Now it's Bale. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Ronaldo having a look. And the potential here for the first goal of the game. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Cristiano Ronaldo certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Hakimi. Odegaard. And this is Ronaldo. Camavinga. And here's Benzema. He's gone for goal! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
No, that was never going to make it. Casemiro. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Odegaard. Pass somewhat off target.
There they go, hunting again.
Benzema. Out to the right. Bale. Aimed beyond the defence. Cross needs to be good.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's Hakimi. Now it's Bale. That's a throw. And he's being shifted off it. That's beautifully weighted.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Bale picks it up out wide. Mbappe. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now it's Kane. He's being urged to shoot. Odegaard. And it's Hakimi.
2 added minutes
Bale
has been
is
indicated.
always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Into stoppage time, and it is still 0-0. Fernandez in acres of space out wide. Oh, what has happened here? That's really well manoeuvred. And that's it. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff.
And now,
How would you sum up what we've witnessed? Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
I'm just so pleased that Andy Robertson here is finally getting the plaudits he deserves. When you consider the journey he's had from the lower tiers in Scottish football, he's become a real success story of hard graft and hunger, and you can really see that in his no-nonsense style. He's won with a very steely, determined streak.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Could move up a gear here. And he's on his way! Now it's Doku. Delivers bullish header!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
The most accurate pass. And here's Fernandez. Neymar. Neymar! Alexander-Arnold gets it away. That pass isn't the best. And they've got rid. Pass is just off target. Chonburi have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances. And he's taking no chances there. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. But Asagi kept his eye on it, and he's there. And he's making progress on the ball. Oh, important interception. And Messi! Oh, he hit that sweetly. Messi. He won't be happy with that one. Well, there is a look that says it all. Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Doku. It's a threatening ball. And he's there to retrieve it. And here's Højlund. Valverde. Now it's Darwin, and he's worked it through. And he's managed to get rid. Lobbed in behind. And smartly reclaimed. Played out wide. Fernandez. Now who's going to be first to this? Mbappe. Alexander-Arnold gets good distance on it. And here's Mbappe. It's come through and it's shot, surely! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Looking to play him in. Always onto this. Well, there's the clearance. Gehi. Alexander-Arnold. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, what has happened here? Darwin dominates aerially so often.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He has found the way through. Oh, well played. Kept cool and dealt with it. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we reached the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
Se ruega a su padre que acude a recogerlo a la puerta 26.
And we're off again. So neither side has yet broken through. Big chance! Decent enough try.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
That's a good ball out wide. And it's Neymar. And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Darwin. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Neymar. Neymar. Madrid can breathe again. Just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
That is a brilliant interception. Great vision. And he welcomes it in. Mbappe threads one in.
That's positional gold. The utilisation of space.
Neymar. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Doku. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Neymar! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Oh, they continue each to cancel the other out. Oh, that's fabulous. Lovely feet. Oh, what a mistake! Elects to cross. He's having a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Looking for options for movement. He's had a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Mbappe. And it's Messi. So much has happened in this game, but still no goal.
Well, from an entertainment viewpoint, it's not the scoreline we would have wanted at this stage, although I'm not complaining about the commitment being shown. We've seen plenty of goalmouth action.
Donnarumma comes out and deals with it. Nunez is onto this. Messi. Neymar. Great defending, strong and determined. To Messi. That's a nicely shaped ball. Look at the space and the shots! Valverde. Madrid are looking to break at pace. He's through here. He's found a way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Couldn't squeeze it through. Just a quarter of an hour to play.
Chonburi clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Chonburi with the corner. There first.
Será sustituido por el dorsal 20.
Batasagi. Fernandez gets into a good position. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Now it's Lewandowski. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Tries to pass it through.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
El dorsal 13 será reemplazado por el dorsal 9.
Back in possession and ready to go again. And it's Batasagi. Plays a sharp little ball here. Played into the... Crossbar comes to the rescue.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 10
The changes then in quick
será
succession.
sustituido por
So, time for a potential game changer.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
Knocks it into space. I think... Oh no, this does not look good. Now, it's Kane!
All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
He gets big! Played up towards the front line. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Fernandez. Chiesa. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Chonburi, with the clock ticking away, have a chance to change the whole picture. Dealing with the pressure. Doubt. Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
Chonburi take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, it's the type of call that can't be given if there's even the slightest doubt. It had to be spot on.
4 added minutes on the board. Probing pass. Koundé with the clearance. Looking to go deep.
Okay, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
Chiesa. Christensen promptly onto that. And that will be the final act. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Donnarumma picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Chonburi leave it late, but in the end, it was great.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game
Hello,
yet to kick
everybody,
off.
and welcome
The
to
excitement
today's match.
already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. The action has already started. The wait had become maddening for Argentina fans. 28 years since their last major title. They finally managed it, and it was, of course, largely down to this man.
Yeah, and they won it in the best way possible against Brazil, in Brazil. Okay, it wasn't exactly a classic match by any means, but still, they did it.
It's the significance of it, of course. If there was ever any doubt as to this man's commitment to the cause, that game went a long way in proving it simply wasn't the case. Can he finish? He steps in, and that's the end of that. Rice makes the interception. And smartly reclaimed. Doku. Chance here to counter. Now this could be a chance. Now that looks a decent ball. Thinks about the shot. Oh, brilliant save under real pressure. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He's being urged to... He's had a shot! Goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
After 13 minutes is number 9.
So, a breakthrough already. Doku. Xavi Simons. Now it's Højlund. He's a sharp little ball here. Roberto Carlos. First quarter of an hour gone. And here's Xavi Simons. Chonburi are behind here, despite their domination of possession. Can he get it through? Ricci did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And that... Oh no, it's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Doku finds himself offside. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Doku. Now it's Højlund. And this is Messi. It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. Chonburi have themselves a chance from the spot. Eyeball to eyeball with the goalkeeper. Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois! That is quite remarkable.
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
Chonburi with the corner, there first. He shifted it to the flank. There's the shot! Looking for the run. That's been slipped through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Chonburi clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. And that is expertly dealt with. Madrid applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so...
Oh, he's been caught on it! And the finish! And he hits the net! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Can he get onto this? He's on it, can he get away? Cross in, looks like a good one. Short changes him with that pass. And it's Messi. Højlund is onto this. Vitinha. Aims beyond the defence. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? And he welcomes it in. Doku. Ricci. Now, can they get him away? And he's intervened well there. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
James. Well, they could break here. Rice, nicely aimed pass. Ricci. And here's Højlund. Might be danger. Real chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
This possibly the last play of the half. And there's the end of the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it.
Hello, attendees.
John Burry would seem to still be getting over the OG. It was an honest mistake, and they've got to move on.
Kindly make his way to the information centre.
And the second half gets underway.
John Burry can really do with some bigger names.
Oh, shooting chance! No mistake! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And here's Xavi Simons. Doku. Now it's Mbappe. And this is Messi. And he was quick to react. And he thumps it clear. Tomori cuts it out. Mbappe is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defense. Big chance! He has done it! Into the lead once more. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Substitution on the field. Number 21.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Number 23.
Change being made here, presumably to tighten their defence.
Yeah, and that's not totally surprising. The manager obviously felt his defence needed reinforcement. He can't afford a repeat.
Number 19.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Coming on the
It's
field.
ended up in no man's
Number
land.
9.
So can they find a way to turn around this deficit?
Number 20.
Pass is coming off in shot a goal! It's in! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
The attendance for this
And
match
very
was
quickly, the
1,097.
substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
We have ourselves a real game here.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Now there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. Asa! So, third corner of the game. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. And here's Mbappe. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Now this could be a chance. Bellingham. Messi. And it's made its way to him. And that's a good ball. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Vitinha given the lift of his goal. No, that's been intercepted. Bartasagi. James. And here's Mbappe. Oh, nicely intercepted. That's a little off target. And here's Ferran Torres. Looking to play him in. He's header! And it's Bartasagi. Mbappe! Chance for a shot! It's a goal! And the comeback is complete! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Number 11, Kylian Mbappe.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he is going into that little black book.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Now it's Ferran Torres. Messi. That has not gone well. Ricci. Now it's Torres. And this is Messi. Messi! It's there! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Some really good ball movement.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And he's there to get it away. Bellingham. Hit into the middle. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Valverde. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Alexander-Arnold gets into some space. And it's Bellingham. It's a pretty loose pass.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Bellingham. That's that, the end. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
I enjoyed that,
Hello,
Peter.
everybody, and
Both
this
teams
is a
went
quick
about their
reminder to
work in
let
a
you know
really
that you'll be
committed
able to
manner,
catch
and
today's
for me it
match
just
broadcast
always held an
live on
interest.
our club's FM
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And that is expertly dealt with. Doku. Now this chance! Well, now it's fallen loose again! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Now it's Simons. Pass somewhat off target. The ball has bounced loose now. Oh, no joy this time. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Højlund unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Azar
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
knocks it into space. Can he finish? He's delivered all right. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration would be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Played out to the left flank. That's a nicely shaped ball. He's picked his way, tries a shot! That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Manchester United applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. And here's Van Basten. Rijkaard. And it's Beckham. Great ball, and he's in here. Pressure coming in from all directions. Tomori gets it away. And he's right. And the shot! No mistake! They are right back in business.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
That was a given. It always was.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Manchester United grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Howson. And Upamecano. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Rijkaard. Van Dijk. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Beckham is having a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. And he's quick to get it clear again. Oh, that's a fine interception. He can get that clear. And it's Musiala. Beckham. Bout of passing here, really easy. Van Basten! Foot in. Now it's Højlund. Now it's Camavinga. Xavi Simons is onto this. Nice interception, well timed. And that has been clubbed away. Now it's Olise. Nicely weighted ball. Now there's the shot! And we hit half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. And we are up to the break.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, right place, right time. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it. Goes for a shot! What a wonderful goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Simons! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Camavinga, and that's aimed it. Terrific header! He will be livid with himself. Now it's Hoyland. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Chonburi needing a change of fortune here. Upamecano. Musiala. Oh, there's a probing ball. Doku. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. That has not gone well.
The attendance for this
Well, the
match
defence
was
proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That has ended up in no man's land. Just eases him off the ball. Beckham threads one in. Now it's Olise. Chance for a shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Olise deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. Chonburi may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
No, it's come to nothing. It's a pretty loose pass.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Hoyland.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Musiala. And it's Beckham. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Gehi cuts out the pass. Azar. And they can counter here. Hoyland. Decent chance! It's there! Again, we are level. What a contest!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Substitution for Manchester United.
So,
Number
time for
21,
changes on both sides,
Olise.
actually.
Number 15.
So all square and not for the first time.
Coming on the
Well,
field.
needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going.
Now Richie. Now it's Chiesa. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just did.
Can he finish? And he nearly went all the way.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Oh, what a climb!
That's just playing it safe and simple. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Upamecano cuts it out. And that's put paid to a promising move. And here's the chance to counter.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And that pass just didn't quite work.
2 added minutes has
Time
been
added
indicated.
on will be 2 minutes. Now it's Messi. Rijkaard makes the interception. Musiala. And time is up. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the very end. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Listen, the more this
And a
game
quick
went on,
reminder
a
today,
draw was
everybody, to
always
make
likely to
sure
be
to
on the
put any
card. So
litter in the
overall,
bins
I don't think
provided.
anyone will
Thank
be
you for your
complaining too much
cooperation.
about what they've got.
Chonburi do have the look of a team with genuine
everybody,
ambition.
and welcome to
Already on the
today's
cusp
match.
of promotion, they are looking to make a statement here. We are more than ready. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here. Chonburi cannot consider the... Mbappe! He scored! An extraordinary start! Breakthrough in next to no time!
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and...
Oh no, it's an own goal!
Ah, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
And it's Guardiola. Guardiola. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Fernandez. And it's Neymar. Now it's Mbappe. Now, can they get him away? Alexander-Arnold. Chonburi are already two behind. Awful start. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Oh, shooting chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Messi. Camavinga. Oh, shapes to shoot! And he's managed to get rid. Foden, who's set up one goal so far. Great chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Prachuap with the corner. They're first. Well, that pass isn't the best. Chonburi are looking to go forward now. He's picked his way through. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on.
Chonburi really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Mbappe! Mbappe finds himself offside. Prachuap looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Fernandez. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Mbappe! And it's Guardiola. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Now it's Camavinga. Now it's Messi. Now it's Camavinga. Looking to play him in. Messi. And he lines up a terrific header. And the keeper couldn't hold it. Yes, it's there! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
31 minutes is number 11.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now,
Decent chance! Chance again? No.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Guardiola. Now it's Mbappe. Foden. Mbappe. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. He might be in here, and the shots!
Mbappe really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And this is Messi. Guardiola. Chonburi are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Can he get on the end of this? Fernandez. Oh, this looks sharp. Played out to the left flank. And the pass is intercepted. Looking for options for movement. Guardiola. And he's quick to snatch it back. And here's Mbappe.
Has been indicated.
Fernandez kept his eye on it, and he's there. Alexander-Arnold for Messi. Now it's Neymar. Guardiola. Guardiola. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time.
The own goal was symptomatic of their first half performance. They're not at it.
And the game has already resumed here.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Guardiola. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Can he finish? Glorious! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. He has given that the lot. Bang!
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Prachuap take a two-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Foden. And it's Alexander-Arnold.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Played out to the right. Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Foden. And that is a little undercooked. Now this could be a chance. Neymar. Hazard. Guardiola. Passing is crisp and sharp.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And here's Mbappe. He's a sharp little ball here. Hazard. Now it's Mbappe. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Corner number 2 then.
Substitution on the field. Number 6, Phil Foden. Number
That has been
11,
knocked clear.
Mbappe. Number 4, Bukayo Saka.
Alexander-Arnold
10,
chooses to go
Hazard.
cross-field.
Coming on the field, number 19, Messi.
Goes for a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think...
Shoots! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, and one more try! Oh, he got himself into a great position. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Alexander-Arnold. And here's Forlan. Is there any support? He might not need it. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now, that looks a decent ball. It's a promising position, and it's played into the middle. And this is... tries a shot! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper. Bastoni attempts a clearance. Prachuap have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Messi. Tomori does well to get it back. Chonburi needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for...
It's Fulham! And that tested the keeper.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Up he goes! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Forlan really couldn't have done much better with that. He was under so much pressure.
Looking for a runner. That's beautifully weighted. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Chonburi came into this game with huge aspirations, but the party has gone flat. The dreams are hitting the buffers fairly spectacularly.
Yeah, it's almost like they didn't turn up, Peter. They've been well off the pace.
That is lovely. And that is out of play. That is ended up in no man's land. Aims beyond the defence. He's in a great position here. Simons. There's the shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. Doku puts them all in.
Added time.
Neymar. Pass somewhat off target. Knocks it into space. Flings in across. Lovely ball. Ferran Torres! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And that's it. Chonburi suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in